Shang Tsung who perplexes us is truly pernicious. Like all Shang Tsungs, he sought to master dark magic. But unlike all the others, he has become its slave. He cast a spell from an ancient tome, one which promised the power to consume souls and use their energy to live forever. But his arrogance made him careless, and he cast the spell incorrectly. The error made his body dependent on soul energy. He must consume tens of thousands daily, just to stay alive. Having exhausted his timeline's souls, Shang Tsung now seeks to sate his insatiable hunger with ours. You must defeat him before he can devour them all. Among Shang Tsung's obscene experiments is a new Baraka hybrid. This abomination feeds on soul, not flesh. His appetite is insatiable. The hourglass's sands are drawn from the souls of all beings. That is why Shang Tsung made his Giris a soul eater. He threatens to consume the timeline itself. Stop him before we are cast into oblivion. Shang Tsung's parade of horribles continues with this new Vaternian hybrid. Thoroughly lethal and unrepentantly cruel, she will drain every last drop of your blood. Ordinarily, I would minister to a soul in chaos, but Havoc, sadly, is beyond my help. Only one thing can be done to silence his heart's tumult. One constant among timelines is that Shao is a force with which to be reckoned. Abandon caution even for an instant, and you will pay for your neglect with your life. The Sub-Zero from Shang Tsung's timeline is perhaps the worst ever encountered. Unyielding and unrelenting, he will freeze our timeline into submission. The invading timeline's reign is as arrogant and self-serving as its Shang Tsung. He abuses his vast power to keep his master fed. May the Elder Gods have mercy on his soul. Shang Tsung has defiled his soul so much, this Raiden has become forever deranged. It is our duty to end his torment, but to do that, we must finish him. The violation of Sindel's soul is utterly reprehensible. Shang Tsung has transformed her into an empress of evil. Know, however, that she can be saved, but only if defeated in combat. There are souls Shang Tsung chooses to control rather than consume. Like some diabolical puppeteer, he pulls their strings, forcing them into service as a vast army. This Kitana was the first to fall under his spell. To this day, she remains the deadliest. The Scorpion from Shang Tsung's timeline is a uniquely tortured soul. Though his plight is lamentable, he cannot be let to roam free. Not so long as he soothes his pain by inflicting it on others. Against all odds, Shang Tsung has transformed his Ashra's Chris. Once a destroyer of evil, it now devours souls. Our lives depend on breaking this blade. Our timeline has suffered enough at the hands of this Shang Tsung's addiction. End him before he ends us. When Shang Tsung arrived in his timeline to consume its souls, he expected little resistance. But my warriors were more than ready. They turned back his onslaught, and in doing so, saved billions of lives. Shang Tsung tried to retreat, but Geras prevented him from returning home. Trapped in our timeline, he led us on a chase across the realms. Eventually, we cornered him in the ruins of Saido's capital. Cut off from any source of souls and unable to feed, Shang Tsung began aging at an accelerated rate. It being beyond my power to save him, I could only watch as he was reduced to dust.